Hello Running Fit fan, welcome to this video of my first workout after surgery. Yes, so if you didn't know, hi, I'm Dr. Whitfit, I'm Marie Witt, I'm a practicing physical therapist, and if you didn't know, I just had a laparoscopic procedure to remove endometriosis, I think 11 days ago. I think that is the correct count. So if you don't know, that means after any surgery, you have to dial it back on exercise, level of activity, all the things. So I have not been able to run since the day before my surgery. Oh no, 12 days since you haven't ran. You know what? When you rely on that for mental clarity and just like feeling good, like just moving, like you exercise a lot. You're with me on this. It's just, you get a little funky and it gets a little hard. So I'm going to be very real. I always try to be real and genuine, but you get the raw, gritty side of me that is nervous to do my workout today. I'm very excited, but also nervous to do these. Short story, I was on, think of like a rehab vacation over Thanksgiving, and I had to run across a crosswalk because of traffic, and I could feel the incision sites from the surgery. They're like can we measure the side of my nose for reference? They're like yay big. They're really small. Okay. But I could feel them. Oh, it was weird. It was a weird mental fake out of, ooh, this is painful, but I know nothing bad is going to happen. It's just very interesting to watch your brain when there is pain and weird sensations. Today, my plan is to first do my PT exercises, which will be my warm up. I will then do a running workout on the treadmill. I'll tell you about that in a second. And then I will do a little strength workout. Now this sounds like a lot. It is, but it isn't, because it's going to be very modified. So at first, my brain ran immediately to running on the treadmill. Oh, we're going to do a 30-minute run. It's going to be awesome. In the meantime, I'm getting gas walking across the house. So the Delulu in me thought I could manage the 30-minute run. Maybe I'll surprise myself. Maybe I can. But I decided to bring myself back down to earth and say, you might need to do a 20-minute run walk situation. So that is probably what the running workout will be. And then the strength workout will be an adaptation from my own 16-week strength program for runners. That is called Race Ready. I am stealing one of those workouts I programmed for there, and I am adjusting it slightly. So you'll get to see some of that. If you want that full circuit, you'll have to check out one of my other YouTube videos, because I'm going to have it on there, the whole workout. This is just a little sneak peek, and to give you more of a behind the scenes flavor to it all. So I am excited. I am nervous. When it comes to the running portion, I'm going to have to be kind to my body, and if I am tired, like if I am out of breath more than I should be, then I'm just gonna have to wait. And when it comes to strength, I already know I won't be able to lift as much as I used to or would be able to normally, and I'm just going to be okay with that, because right now it is more about getting back into a routine, doing what I can, assisting my body to heal right now, and not beating it up so much. Because what you have to realize with surgery is, I tell this to my patients a lot, your body doesn't know why it gets hamburgered, it just does. And it wakes up and says, oh my gosh, I've been cut into and stuff has been removed. What are we doing? What just happened, right? So it's a process of helping your body heal with movement, and a lot of times that looks like gentle load, not aggressive load. Also, in case you want to know what endometriosis is, let me finally tell you about that. Who knows? Maybe we'll put this at the beginning of the video. Let me give you a snapshot on what endometriosis is. I am not going to go super in depth because you have the internet. And it's kind of funny. Women are okay learning about it. It's my dudes out there. If you are here, I appreciate you. I am very glad you're here. Please don't ever be afraid to learn about bodies and anatomy, even if you don't have the parts. Okay, it's just like, as a medical provider, it's just body parts. It just is. It doesn't gross me out, so I don't mind talking about it. The best way for me to describe what endometriosis is, wow, that's a mouthful. The tissue that normally lives in the inside of the uterus. If you didn't know, that part sheds on a monthly basis, and that creates a period. What ends up happening, I don't think we know why this happens. Somehow that tissue, that uterine tissue, lives outside the uterus. I don't know how it gets there. I don't know how it propagates, but it gets there somehow. And as you can imagine, the uterine tissue still does what uterine tissue does, which means when the right hormone switches flip, that uterine tissue begins to bleed like it's supposed to. However, it's not supposed to bleed outside the uterus, because when it bleeds inside the uterus, gravity pulls it out, and that's how you have a period. But when you have this uterine tissue living outside the uterus on different organs now, and it continues to bleed at least monthly, you now have internal bleeding. This is not good, all right? Even my guys out there, they know internal bleeding is not a good thing. What ends up happening is blood is a tissue, right? We always think of it as a liquid, but it's actually a tissue. What happens is your body will reabsorb waste products, things that aren't supposed to be there. Like, it will try to reabsorb that. However, your body is not prepared for uterine tissue outside of the uterus, so it doesn't quite always know how to reabsorb and take care of this buildup of continuous bleeding tissues. So over time, what can end up happening is this, we'll call it gunk, very unscientific, but this gunk will start to collect. And then sometimes you end up with cysts on top of different organs, or this tissue will then travel around to other organs. And in other really dramatic cases, that uterine tissue will actually create scar tissue, adhesions. Think really rough, fibery tissue that's starting to glue everything together, and it's not supposed to do that. That sometimes can actually spread to intestines and then kind of lock down your intestines. It sounds really bad, okay? It kind of is bad, but it's not always this severe, all right? I'm just giving you an example of just how unfortunately impactful this can be and how this can cause so much pain. So you have not just your body is internally bleeding at least once a month, and maybe now you got blood all over your guts too, because you have this uterine tissue that's doing its own thing when it's not supposed to. But now you have this chronic inflammation. And as we know, inflammation causes pain. If you ever rolled your ankle and your ankle blows up, it hurts. Similar but different with this endometriosis. So that is a maybe not so quick recap, but hopefully thorough introduction to why this disease sucks and how it impacts running. We can talk about that for another video if you want. But now that you know what it is, I'm going to stop talking because this is probably 10 minutes at this point, and I might be procrastinating because I don't want to go to the gym. So let's go.
So you can probably see where I'm pointing with my hands, right in that glute. It feels like the stretch is massively in my hip, but actually I learned that if you feel a stretch right in that area, that is actually a deep pelvic floor stretch. Now people run away from pelvic floor because they think, oh, that's for women only. In reality, it just means these really deep core muscles that integrate your core and your glutes. So back to the other exercises. So I'm not going to go into detail about dead bugs because there are a bajillion and one versions of them. But for me, this cross body, like isometric where I'm pushing into my knee, this makes me activate my adductors or really inner groin muscles. Those adductor muscles are an essential part of our core and pelvic floor. So that's why my PT has me doing those, because it's also very important for runners. This was another really smart addition by my physical therapist because she noted how difficult it was for me to contract my transverse abdominis, hold that contraction, and then especially in a single leg position like this. So it takes a deep core exercise and makes it applicable to running because it's single leg. This is just one more deep core exercise that challenges me to hold my TA contraction. You can see it's getting a little spicy in my face there, but also strengthen my adductors or inner groin muscles at the same time. As you can tell, like these are hard for me right now, and that's okay. I know later they'll get easier and I'll actually be able to do them on my feet versus on my knees, but that's okay for today. Now, in all honesty, I probably had too heavy of a weight here because I really struggled to get the dumbbell where I want it. I want it next to my ear, like I pretend there's a target behind my ear. That's where I want the dumbbell to get. I could tell I was tired, like I'm recovering from surgery. So I did my best. I tried to make sure I had that TA contraction strong the entire time, and I took breaks to get through the entire 8 reps. And you know, sometimes your best is good enough.
All right, Running Fit fam, quick recap from the gym. I just got done. I did do my PT warm-up exercises, and I then did a run on the treadmill, which I did not actually need to do the run walk, which I was incredibly surprised about. I'm a lot of breath. Apparently stairs. If you're going down this, I can run for 30 minutes without needing to stop, but I can't walk down the stairs right now without getting out of breath. So I did not feel the incisions pull like I thought I would, which was really, really nice. I attribute that to I'm wearing a new pair of Prosis leggings. If you didn't know, they are the one fitness company that sends me stuff every month, and I selected these really nice black leggings. And typically I don't like running in a really wide compressive band like at the top. This is to hold everything in, which it does, which was good for the run because that extra compression really just held those areas that had the incisions. It held them still and firm. So that makes sense in my PT brain why things felt better and didn't hurt. So check if you are in a similar boat, maybe give that a shot when you are just coming back to running. Sometimes a little extra compression can help. So that was a win. That was really cool. I ignored the vanity metric of pace. I think I was right around like 4.2. Are this like miles per hour on the treadmill? I think it is. And you know what? That's really slow. And you know what? That's okay because I made it the whole way. And I got tired around 22 minutes, but it was a good tired of, I haven't done this in almost 2 weeks. I am an okay kind of tired, but I'm not gassed. So it is safe for me to keep going. So that was really cool. The strength workout, I deliberately did not choose a heavy weight like I normally would for those exercises. Instead, I was focused more on being able to complete them with good form. And I could tell I was getting tired after doing PT exercises, which don't look like much. But we give you exercises for things that are weak. So that is why you get tired from doing them. So I was tired from doing the exercises that I needed, plus running and then strength afterwards. But it was good. I did it. I was able to sustain activity for that entire time. I have no idea how long it was. It was probably an hour-ish. So really, an hour worth of activity is not that much considering daily life. But it's just about building what we call activity tolerance, like just your ability to do life for extended periods of time, essentially. So what was also nice is shaky cam. I don't have a real vlog camera. That would be really nice. Hopefully one day. I took pain meds prior to coming, which was a good idea. I got a little crampy, a little bit of pain during the strength workout, but I was actually able to move through that. And that is part of the power of movement. My arm is, my right arm was going to fall off. So sorry, my thumb's in the video and that's just how it's going to be. Movement is medicine. And I know we say that in PT a lot, blah, blah, blah. The point is the reason you still want to move through pain is if you stop movement, if you just stop moving, ouch, 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 it hurts. I'm never going to move. Ouch, 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 it still hurts. I'm still not going to move. Your body begins to equate the red warning flag with an actual roadblock. Meaning pain is meant to always keep us safe and protect us. And that's why when you get injured, when you sprain an ankle, back to that ankle analogy, when you sprain an ankle, it hurts for a reason. And so you don't go run a marathon on your sprained ankle because you just lost 2 ligaments because you stepped wrong off the sidewalk, okay? Like your body is deliberately telling you, hey, like we need to stop. It hurts, like red flag, okay? And it wants you to stop so it can heal. With chronic pain like mine that's been going on for 15 years, I realized this pain is still my body saying, hey, something is wrong here. Just like be aware of it. But if I never moved because it always hurt, I would never get better because I would never move. Let me see if I can make that make more sense. Pain is a red flag. You can move through pain. You can move through pain. If you never move through pain, that red flag becomes a roadblock. And that happens a lot with endometriosis. Is no one likes pain. No one really wants to move when they're in pain. But you don't want all of that pain to become massive roadblocks that prevent you from living your life then, from going on a walk with family, on going on a beach vacation or a hiking vacation or skiing or running a marathon at a destination race. Is you don't want that pain to prevent you from living your life when you know that the pain is just there because it's cranky. That's just sometimes how pain be, okay? Sometimes your body is just talking, and it's just talking smack. And so sometimes I move to talk smack back to it, and the pain actually goes down. Now, don't take that as gospel. Pain science is incredibly nuanced. I am just telling my story, and specifically my story through after endometriosis, and how I use movement to help me live life and get back to running. So overall, fantastic first workout. I look forward to doing more and eventually being able to up the pace, increase the weight, and do all the things. So if you want that full strength workout, either I will link it here or in the description box, but you'll be able to find the actual fast, effective, short holiday workout for runners that will be on the YouTubes somewhere. And until next time, Running Fit fam. Oh, would you please subscribe? I know this has been a longer video, but I would love if you hung out with me on here on YouTube. Please subscribe if you really like this video. If you could like it, just do the things. If nothing else, that way I know you actually enjoyed this video and you actually watched it. Otherwise, I'm rambling to myself in the parking lot and people are staring at me just for your entertainment. Alrighty. Thank you so much for being here. And until next time, Running Fit fam, dare to train differently.